CNBC anchor tries to corner Mike Johnson on church and state and gets a history lesson instead. Now this is what happened when you don't know history. You end up looking like an idiot. They're spewing the leftist talking points when it comes to church and state, but really when it comes to church and state, they're referencing Thomas Jefferson in a letter he wrote. And basically what he was saying was you can't choose another one denomination over another denomination. That's what they were talking about, separation of church and state. The state can't pick one denomination over another. They never conceived that this country would not be a Christian nation, a godly nation. So when these leftists give you those talking points, refer to that letter. But we're gonna talk a little bit more about that in detail. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. House Speaker Mike Johnson challenged the concept of the separation of church and state, dismissing it as a misconception, or he called it a misnomer, during an interview with CNBC's co-anchor Andrew Ross Sorkin. Johnson emphasized that the idea originated from a phrase in Thomas Jefferson's 1802 letter to Danbury Baptist Association, not the Constitution, clarifying that Johnson's intent was to prevent government interference in the church rather than excluding faith from public life. Johnson cited George Washington's farewell address and John Adams' letter to the Massachusetts militia to underscore the importance of religion and morality in shaping political prosperity. He advocated for a robust expression of faith, highlighting its significance in maintaining the nation's principles without endorsing a national religion. Johnson, who replaced Kevin McCarthy as House Speaker, stressed the need for diverse expressions of faith while rejecting the establishment of a national religion. In his inaugural speech as Speaker, Johnson conveyed his belief that every member of Congress was called by God to use their abilities in serving the American people, despite controversies, including a photo of him praying with fellow House members. I don't know how that's controversial, but anyway, Johnson pointed to the First Amendment to justify expressing his faith on the House floor after taking the oath. He underscored the founders' intention to incorporate a vibrant expression of faith in the public square, viewing it as essential for sustaining the nation's experiment in self-governance. Johnson's background as a senior lawyer for the Alliance Defense Fund, specializing in religious freedom issues, reflecting his commitment to integrating faith in various aspects of public life. His faith strongly influences his political decisions, leading the New York Times to criticize him as the first House Speaker aligned with Christian nationalism. And this is disgusting how they attack this man. The jury's still out on his governance as Speaker. I don't know yet. I'm not jumping to any conclusions. But as far as his faith, I mean, he claims to be a Christian. He's not shy about letting people know he's actually praying on the House floor and stuff like that. So I big him up for all of that. We still have to see how he manages as Speaker of the House, though. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.